Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to discuss about few VS Code shortcuts which will help us to transition from a complete beginner to a more professional coder and at the same time help us code faster. So for many beginners, VS Code is like a simple text editor. But in reality, VS Code have many productivity boosting features which will help you to become an elite programmer. So you can download VS Code from its official website, and once you have downloaded it, so now to open your project in VS Code, what you can do is that simply go into the directory where your project is located. Click on right click and click on show more options over here, and you can simply open this project in VS Code. But we are programmers, right? We should do things which will make us feel like a programmer. So another way to open your project in VS Code is by simply writing CMD over here. Click on enter. Now the command line will get opened and you can write code space dot over here and click on enter. So this will open your project in VS Code. So as you can see, there are 3 files open over here in this project. And the goal of this video is to reduce the use of mouse as far as possible. So suppose I want to change the background color of this body tag. So I need to come to the CSS file and change the BG color over here. So rather than clicking on the different tabs over here, I can simply click on Alt 1, which will direct me to the first tab, Alt 2 will direct me to the second tab, and Alt 3 will direct me to the third tab. So suppose there is a case where there are not just 3 files, there are multiple files open in the project, just like this scenario. So in this case, you can't use Alt 1 or Alt 2 to toggle between tabs. So in this case, you can simply use the command palette, which gets opened with help of Control P command. And over here, you can see the command palette has been opened over here. So Control P is one of the very important commands in VS Code, which you will use on daily basis. So you can simply write AUTH in the command palette, and whatever files which matches with my search case gets recommended to me in the command palette. So now many a times you need to install various node libraries with help of npm commands. So for that, you can simply use command line terminal, which VS Code provides internally. So to open the terminal in VS Code, you can simply click on Control plus tilde. And as you can see, the terminal is been opened over here. And you can use arrow keys to open the past commands which were executed in this particular terminal. So I can click on simply arrow keys over here and I can type npm in it. So many a time it happens that you need multiple command line terminals in one single project, each command line terminal doing its separate task. So you can just create new command line terminals by simply clicking on plus over here. And you can also change the color of the icon over here by simply clicking on right click over here, change color. And you can click on the multiple colors over here, whichever you like. Suppose I am using this terminal for testing purpose, so I will click on the red color over here. I'm using this terminal for the production purpose, so I will click on green over here, and so on. So coming back to our HTML code, as you can see, if you want to traverse over the line of codes that you have written, you can simply use the arrow keys, but this will go letter by letter and it will take a time. So to avoid this, you can use Control plus arrow keys. This will help you to traverse over your line of codes, one block at a time, one word at a time. And you can also combine it with Control Shift plus arrow keys, which will help you select one block at a time, and so on. So now let's imagine a case where you need to move a block of code, and rather than just copying it and deleting it and pasting it at the new position, you can simply just select that particular block of code. As you can see over here, this else block is situated inside the parent if block over here. And I don't need this else block in the parent if block. Instead, I need it outside of the if. So I can simply select this else block, click on Alt plus arrow keys, and simply help it move over wherever I want it to move. So now let's suppose you need multiple input fields in your web page. So rather than copy pasting this input field line again and again, what you can do is that simply hit Shift, Alt and arrow keys, and this will duplicate your input field line as many times as you want. So now let's imagine a case where you need input type as email rather than text over here. So what you can do is that you can simply click on Control D, and this will select all the text which are present in this particular file. And you can simply hit backspace and this will remove all the text, and you can simply write email over here. So as the length of your code increases, it becomes difficult for a developer to find any specific variable or a function whichever he needs to find. So in such cases, what you can do is that simply open the command palette by clicking on Control plus P, type @ over here. And as you can see, this will provide all the available list of variables, functions which are present in this particular file. So sometimes it happens that the suggestion which is provided by VS Code gets missing. And if you want to bring back all the suggestion which is provided by VS Code, you can simply hit on Control plus space and it will give you the suggested method or function name. So here, as you can see, that this sidebar is taking a lot of space, and rather than minimizing it with the help of cursor, what you can simply do is that toggle with help of Control plus B, and this will just toggle sidebar. Whenever you need the sidebar, you can just hit Control plus B, and whenever you don't need, you can again hit on Control plus B to just minimize it. So now let's suppose you want to open the directory wherever this JavaScript file is situated. So you can simply click Control plus O, and this will simply give you the directory or open the directory wherever this JavaScript file is been situated or located. So the bonus command is Windows plus V. Windows plus V act as a stack of all the previously copied text, and you can simply use any of the text you want which was previously copied by you. And suppose if I want console log dot over here, so this, as soon as I click on console.log, it will simply copy paste it wherever my cursor is currently located at as soon as I click it. So these were the basic shortcuts which I find useful and I generally use, and I hope this information also help you as well. So I would like to say one thing over here is that with time, we all developers should aim to master touch typing. And I know that touch typing is difficult and even I am not that good at it, but if we practice it daily and if we are consistent with it, then we can master it with time. So in upcoming videos, I will be discussing about VS Code extension that are generally used in industries. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching this video and hope to see you soon.